Hi, today I am going to talk a little bit about the history of Polaris snowmobiles. I'm going to talk about its ups and downs and how they grew throughout the years. Polaris has been producing quality products and that stand up to consumer needs, and although they have had a few bumps in the road, they always come back stronger and with a better product. Polaris did not claim to have invented the snowmobile, but they were the first producer and manufacturer and working snowmobile. The 1956 Polaris Star, which was the 1956 Polaris Star. The reason that they did not claim to have invented the first snowmobile was because at the time there were many people that were making their own snowmobiles, and they were all basically invented around the same time, and there is no way to prove who invented the first snowmobile, but Polaris did make the first production snowmobile that actually worked and was a success. The 1956 Star was the first of many Polaris successful snowmobiles. Polaris did have a bump along the way during the production of the 1964 Comet. It was a highly anticipated snowmobile, but there were three main problems with this snowmobile. The first was the fact that two people who tested out the snowmobile in Alaska were stranded and stuck in a blizzard and nearly died. The second is that the assembly line was a mess and was missing parts to the snowmobile, which has caused a third problem. All of the snowmobiles that they sold that year, Polaris had to buy back, and which nearly led them to bankruptcy. The positives of the Comet were that the Comet was the first ever engine snowmobile at the time that the testers did use. Was the first engine that worked beautifully. Also, they fixed the kinks in the Comet and came back and sold the 1966 Mustang and the 1966 Colt, which were a huge success that put Polaris back on the map and on the road of success. From the success of the Colt and Mustang, they went on to produce the TX 600, which was the first production triple snowmobile. Then from that, they produced the ever popular Indy. Polaris had made quite a name for themselves, and they are now one of the best snowmobile makers in America. So now you know a little bit more about Polaris snowmobiles and the history of Polaris.